Friends, welcome to the third episode of Cattletech. I previously promised you unusual stories on the periphery, but today I will break that promise. We head instead to one of the least visited sectors of the Inner Sphere, the Duchy of Van Durian. Today is a day in the year 3039. It is a humble morning on which we find a young William Schmidt putting on a backpack and making his way out the front door.
See, I thought you were gonna go with, I promised you interesting stories, but this isn't interesting.
I never promise people interesting stories because I don't want to lie to them, Glimo. You live in a sort of villa complex with the rest of your extended family, and you can see that your cousins, Bobbie and Robbie, who no one can tell apart, are also exiting, both of them dressed perfectly in their school uniform and backpack. Your parents both wave to you as they are getting into their hover car. Your mom turns towards you, and we get that same scene that we just saw previously on Solaris Nights, of your parents standing next to each other, your mom waving towards you, and a field of buttercups in the garden out the front gate of your villa complex. So, let me ask, when the three of you get together, how do you get to school? Do you walk? Do you ride bikes? Take a bus? Private car? I just want to I want to let you go. We're just mix it up here.
Yeah. I mean, totally based on distance. It's either walking or bikes is how I feel like.
I want skateboard.
All
right,
perfect. Yeah. All right, look at this rebel here.
Robbie already differentiating.
Yeah,
If
Robbie.
I was a preteen boy, I'd ride a skateboard.
Well, let me ask you, because this is the Battletech future and hover technology exists, is it a hoverboard?
I want a hoverboard. That sounds even better.
Perfect. Yeah, it also sounds way more dangerous.
Yeah,
so let me ask, is Robbie the kind of teen who obeys the rules and puts headgear and knee pads on and obeys traffic laws? Or is he a totally radical dude who doesn't need any adults telling him what to do?
Yep, that sounds good to me.
Bobbie definitely doesn't.
I don't need a
need
helmet.
adults telling him what to do.
So are both of you hoverboarding to school?
Oh, we're twins. We do everything together, so you can't tell us apart.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this in a moment. How do you get to school then? Your cousins appear to be ready to hop on their hoverboards and do some rad stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it would feel odd for me to not also have a hoverboard in this scenario. We feel like a small gang that is forming a hoverboard-based gang.
All right. The three of you jet off together towards school on your hoverboards. You can see one of the school's security officers who's just generally keeping traffic at the edge of school going, like shaking his fist at you. Damn kids! Those hoverboards aren't allowed to be used at that height. You gotta bring them below 2 meters. You can tell he's getting ready to write you up.
What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you from all the way up here.
I would like you to make a roll, Glimo. You get a +2 because you and Robbie are both in agreement, so you get to use power of 2. 2d6.
9
amazing.
plus 2 is 11.
You sail right past this guy, and you do your like fake wobble, and it looks great. Like several of the kids nearby are like, "Yeah, you tell him, Bobbie," and one of the other kids goes, "Robbie," and they look at each other like, "I don't know which one's which." In your wake, Robbie also does the same thing. Now no one can tell the difference. You have a few minutes before school starts because, of course, riding your hoverboards like rad people that you are, you make great time. Are there any pre-school activities? And I don't mean preschool, I mean like before school activities that any of you do, either separately or together?
Is there a vending machine at the school?
Of course there is.
I want to get a soda pop.
Now, are you getting a soda pop by using money, or are you like hitting the machine a certain way so that it will drop a soda for you for free?
I want to try that. That sounds great.
Excellent. I
want to hit it like the Fonz hits it.
Perfect. Make a 2d6 roll.
Can we Fonzie it together? Power of 2?
Okay, power of 2. Yeah, make it a +2 real quick.
Hold on, I forgot to actually continue entering the tabletop game.
In the meantime, let's figure out what you're doing, William. Well, actually, at this age, do you go by Will, William, Billy? Like,
It feels like Billy, because I mean the joke here is Billy the Kid, obviously.
obviously.
But yeah, I mean, you know, as a teenage boy, he's going to be looking for like whatever little bit of trouble is available to him, you know, in this early morning.
Oh, there is a game that has been banned by
That's exactly
the
where my mind was
principal.
going.
And that game involves taking...
Is it hover kickball?
No. It involves taking flat discs that have mechs on them, and you flip them over each other. But it has to be a larger mech, like a heavier weight class mech, than the one you're jumping over. And you attempt to capture as many mechs as possible before both sides run out of tokens to use.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what Billy's going to be spending his time on.
It looks like you got a 9 there, Cotton.
Yes.
All right, so Bobbie and Robbie hit the vending machine on both sides. A soda drops out. Now, for those at home, this might also be called a pop, a sody pop, a seltzer.
Tonic.
Oh, a tonic, depending on which region of the
Fizzy
earth
drink.
or time period, apparently, if we're going back as far as tonics. A carbonated water.
Or a Coke if you're from Atlanta.
Oh, well,
You know,
that's
like
true.
that Sprite flavored Coke.
You know, out of all the Coca-Cola products, I actually do like Sprite the best, so don't come at it.
I'm
pretty
just
good.
saying, like all soda in Atlanta is Coke.
Yeah, that's because the
Regardless of
Coca-Cola
what it is.
headquarters is there, and they've built a whole factory complex. You can tour their building for money.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I've been there. Coca-Cola. Okay, well, all right. I'm stepping too far outside the game. Let's get back here. You're playing what is essentially Mech Warrior Pogs.
Yeah.
All right. So as you're playing Pogs, the other kids are intentionally losing to you. So like the kid that you're facing, very clearly like is reaching for one of his like Wolverine Pogs and is about to jump one of your locusts. And then he like makes an illegal play. He jumps a heavier mech. And you're like, why did he do that? And he's, looks like you won again, William.
Well, just like always. I don't know. I'm just this good, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, say, buddy, did you do your homework for Stokowski's class?
Stokowski? Hell no.
Oh, shit. All right. Okay. Look, I got to head
Did
to the
you?
classroom. I mean, I was hoping you did it.
I didn't even take notes last class.
As you're sitting there having this conversation, the gym coach walks past you and moves toward Bobbie and Robbie. He very clearly just saw them jank the machine. He goes, all right, that's it, Bobbie and Robbie. So I told you it's the last time I'm going to let that happen. You're coming with me. And we go into an extended Scooby-Doo chase scene where he's like running, trying to get the two of you, and you're running away. So, where did the two of you run to in this school? This very basic Midwestern American high school setting with hovercraft and mechs.
It's a Midwestern high school setting.
Yes,
Is there a stage?
of course.
I want to go climb up the ladder to get on top of the stage where the lights are.
The catwalk.
Yeah, the
Bob,
cap-
Split up? Did the two of you split up or?
We definitely split up.
You can't catch us both. Where do you go?
Bobbie's gonna fake out the gym teacher by going to the gym and hiding under the bleachers.
My God. All right, the gym trooper tries
The
to
last
follow.
place he'd think to look.
He tries to follow either of you and manages to not get to both of you. The bell rings, indicating that you have several minutes before class is ready to go. Students begin pouring into their seats. For you, William, one of the kids has taken your desk that's towards the back and has moved where your things would normally be to the very front of the classroom, right in front of the teacher's desk.
That's not gonna fly.
Yeah. He puts his feet up on his desk while seating in your chair.
Yeah, I'll reach out and just kind of give those feet a little shove, knock them off the desk itself.
You want to start something, Bill?
You're in my spot. This is my spot. It's been my spot all year. What are you doing?
It's not your spot any longer, okay?
Why are you starting trouble? You got a problem
things are
with me?
changing around here. I'm going to be running things now.
Why is that?
Because me and my gang are tougher than you and your cousins.
Gang? Oh, come on. Come on. Who you got? Who you got backing you
So
up?
when he says that, two people appear behind him. One of them is Rachel, the young woman who wants to grow up to be a theater major. So there isn't any universities on Endurian or anywhere near. And in fact, in the whole Duchy of Endurian, there's like one university out of 12 planets. So she's waiting to go off world, you know. She's fully committed to that. And she's got that pastel goth vibe to her. So she's so extra that when called up, she like appears and does like a power stance beside him. And it's all very, you know, pink and blue, all in pastels, but like tough. There's like a skull choker and like cat ears from her headband. But the cat ears have skulls on the tips of them. She's tough. You can tell. Yeah. And then the nerd who knows calculus, Reggie, has entered. You know, he's not just good at geometry. He understands something called integrals, which no one else here understands. So he shows up and he's just like, so it's come to this, has it, young William? Well, it turns out I've already calculated your odds here. If you want to try to beat us for the cool seats in the classroom, your chances are 32.33, repeating, of course.
Rach, you're with these two?
So it should be noted, as you enter the classrooms, Bobbie and Robbie, your seats have been moved up to the front to flank William's desk in front of the teacher. So you will all be under the direct gaze of the Eye of Sauron.
Nobody likes that.
Yeah, I know. You have to be at the back of the classroom at the far left side by the window, of course. That's where the protagonist sits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel's just like, look, William, you're out. Jace is in.
Says Jace, maybe.
Yeah, your stuff is broken, okay? You're broken. And nearby, several other children hear that you're broken and go, oh, she just said he's broken.
What are y'all trying to do? You want to have a fight here in the middle of the classroom? Is the teacher here?
Okay, Jace snaps up from his chair and he goes chest to chest with you. And he's like, yeah, you want to throw down? You want to throw down, William? You want to throw down?
So Bobbie is like right there backing up Hillbilly.
All right, that does not work that well for Jace because his crew is not backing him up immediately. Reggie is not the kind to throw down. Harsh language, however. Mean insults.
Reggie, get out of here. Go calculate some angles somewhere. Come on.
All right, make a roll.
Oh, that's not great.
You're right. That's not great. For you, you're like, you turn your head away to go talk to Reggie, and then out of nowhere, there's stars in your eyes. And as you're looking down, you realize that Jace has just punched you in the face. And then he pushes you back and he says, what are you going to do about it, loser?
Can I defend him?
Yeah, how do you want to defend him?
I want my one cool thing to be Taekwondo.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
I love it.
You've revealed your cool thing. Go ahead. You get a +1 on this roll.
And since I already said I'm fronting up too, does she get a +3?
Sure. Are you...
I rolled an 8. It's on the dice.
The two of you immediately begin taekwondoing the whole gang. I don't know what this looks like as you beat the ass of these 3 kids, but it is swift, efficient, and brutal.
I want to take one and throw him into the other one.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
you throw Reggie into Jace. Jace goes falling backwards on the chair with Reggie on top of him. He's like, oh, my shin, and he like throws Reggie off of him, and Reggie's just like, oh, my ruler, you broke my ruler. He's broken
like,
it exactly
Bobbie's just
6.3 inches.
kicking it to break it even more.
Okay.
Yeah, Hillbilly just stands there. He's like, I can't do nothing.
When you look around, the girl is gone and has taken her place where Robbie's stuff should be. She has retaken her place at the front quietly without saying anything.
That's what I thought.
You look like a kid who's been punched in the face.
Fives. Yeah, that's fair.
You want to go to the nurse with the two little kids here who also just got their butts beat, or the three of you just gonna tough it out?
No nurse. Yeah, definitely tough it out.
All right, I want to see if the teacher notices, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make a roll here, Ponder the Mad style. They definitely notice. So the three of you take your seats, having freshly won them. The teacher, Stokowski, comes in and just looks over. So he only got a 9, so he only learns part of what's going on. And he looks over the kids in the front and just goes, "Two, you look like you got your asses beat. Get to the nurse's office immediately." You know what? Speak to the student safety officer on the way there. Tell them what happened. The two of them look at each other, and they know the code. They know the code of the Duchy of Andurian, and that's no snitching. Okay? So the Andurians live a delicate life in between the Free Worlds League and the Capellan Confederation, both of whom have very brutal, efficient intelligence organizations. As a result, all Duchy of Andurian citizens know no snitching. The two of them slink away, but will not be reporting this incident. The principal comes over the loudspeaker as class is supposed to get started. This is very unusual, but he will be performing the oath of the Duchy of Andurian's Pledge of Allegiance to all students today. Now, I'm going to read to you the Pledge of Allegiance of the Duchy of Andurian, and I would like to know whether your characters also perform it. We pledge allegiance lifelong to Andurian. Our hearts belong to the land of our birth, Andurian. Together, we are Andurian and free. Freedom comes from service to the state, Andurian.
Suddenly want a durian.
No, you don't.
That's a type of fruit. It's a smelly fruit.
Yeah.
You can get one. You can get an durian. Someone out there just died from my abusing English.
Yeah. So I feel like Billy is still pretty idealistic, you know, buys in with his parents being involved with the defenders of Andurian. So he'll recite it, you know, kind of half-heartedly. He won't stand unless somebody makes him, but he'll say it.
Okay. Bobbie, Robbie, are you patriots or rebels?
I feel like Bobbie's like starting to like feel out his oats a little bit, so he's he's still like getting up and mouthing the words, but he's doing it kind of like mockingly and like fake saluting.
There you go.
And
Someone's a problem child. Robbie?
I think he'll say it. Not like super enthusiastically, but it's said.
Okay. Most of the kids are pretty into it, actually. A lot of people love reciting the oath. At the very least, it means more time away from doing math class in the morning. Stokowski immediately asks everyone for their homework. We've already established you, young William, do not have yours done. Bobbie, Robbie, did the two of you do your math homework last night?
very poorly.
That's okay. It's
it.
Common Core here in Endurian, so they're really just phoning it in. You did do it? Okay.
I did the homework.
All right. Excellent.
Bobbie's definitely has like several areas of and then magic occurs.
Dot.
No, that's how you really piss off a calculus teacher is you start doing the work and then you skip the middle part because you did it in your head and you write the answer and they go, but how did you get here?
Yep. Then you get the red pen, show your work underlined.
I always hated that. If you got the right answer, it's fine.
Sounds like
Right?
we all went to the same college. All right. So Stokowski is not a super popular teacher, but he thinks he is. So he stops by your desk, William, because you're you're an important kid. Your parents are high-ranking members of the Defenders of Endurian, right? The Duchy of Endurian is at its highest point right now. They're already starting to take worlds from the Capellan Confederation. They're taking worlds from the area near Sarna. They've won their freedom. And so you're like essentially the equivalent of like a first kid, you know? You're the most important teen on the whole planet. And so Stokowski sits with part of his butt on your desk with one leg up and like his elbow crooked, and he leans in and goes, "Hey, champ.
I knew it was
noticed
going to be
champ. Yeah. I noticed you didn't do your homework today."
I mean, Stack, I didn't get around to it. I'm sorry, man.
He puts his left hand on your left shoulder and says, "Look, I was really relying on you to be my number one and help lead this class. You know, all of Endurian and the whole duchy are relying on young folks like you to be the future."
Bobbie pipes up, "Hey, I'll be your number 2.
Stokowski gives you a stinky look.
And with the stinky looky.
Perfect. This is now high school again. I remember what this is like.
Beautiful.
Just setting the mood.
You know I'm going to pass the test, right? Like,
It's not
Work out,
about
right?
passing the test, William. You have to put the work in. You have to show everyone else that you can do everything that they do and more. And I was just hoping that I could rely on you.
oh man, are you doing the disappointed speech? I'll try a little harder next time.
He pats you on the shoulder and says, "I'm not disappointed. I'm just angry." Then he stands up and gives you the finger gun and says, "Let's try better next time, slugger," as he goes back to the front of the classroom.
You got it, sport.
It may have been a while since I've seen a high school teacher talk to a teen. I hope that was good dialogue.
You're golden.
The day passes. Let's talk about lunch.
Yeah, what's on the menu?
There's a couple options here, of course, as this is one of the premier Duchy of Endurian. I mean, this is on Endurian itself. So it has a cafeteria with 2 whole lunch line options. Or perhaps you've brought a lunch, or perhaps you play Magic the Gathering to win your lunch from one of the other kids. Or you could just beat somebody up and take their lunch. I mean, I don't know what level of gang you guys are at now. You've done some pretty hardcore stuff.
That feels a little too aggressive. We're more about like mischief, I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
If it's chicken fried steak day, then that's what I'm getting. But
Oh, yeah. We've established that we are, you know, the Endurian is like the Midwest, so
My school never got chicken fried steak.
this is a fancy high school.
Well, that's fair. Mine was not fancy.
they call it that, but it's not really that. You know, it's just like
A
that
chicken fried
patty
steak is
disc,
not
right?
that fancy.
Wallpaper paste over.
We just had like questionable cheeseburgers
I
that
mean,
weren't actually meat.
I don't know
about
what
the
you think
taco
chicken
pizza?
fried steak is, but
I mean, it was like a hamburger, but it was also listed as a vegetarian option. So
I'm just gonna say it. I've had some good vegan burgers before.
I
That
don't know if that
Impossible
was
burger's
qualified
starting
for
to get
that,
pretty
though.
good. Beyond Burger? I don't know.
They're not bad.
I do like real meat though, because I want to know that when I'm sinking my teeth into it, I don't know, maybe that I'm devouring the spirit of an animal. I need to eat its courage. because I don't have nearly enough.
Instead of having chicken fried steak, I'm getting in that line though.
All right, chicken fried steak. Glimo, what about you? The other option, aside from chicken fried steak, is, of course, like a Thai cobb salad with a tiny little Jello.
No, I think Bobbie and Robbie like can only be separated if they're running from something and split up.
Oh man, I like that summation.
Can I get the little Jello cup with my chicken fried steak?
Absolutely. Why not? Let's say everybody has a Jello cup. But it's like real tiny, you know? It's like 2 ounces of Jello.
Tickle.
And do we eat in the cafeteria? Or do we sneak outside?
Let's eat outside so I can do another scene.
Courtyard for
cool
sure.
Kids.
In the distance, there are not many tall buildings around this particular high school. So you can see in the distance a mech patrolling the streets near the school, and an enormous aircraft, some sort of aerospace fighter, flying quite low, makes its way through the atmosphere, staying just below Mach, so it doesn't create a soul-shattering sound wave that will crush everyone nearby. But you definitely feel like there's a military presence around this school.
Really, what kind of mech is that?
Yeah. So I'll spout it off. What is it?
It's a Wolverine, I think it's called a 6M. That's why I wrote my notes, but now I'm realizing that might just be the other Wolverine. Yep, it's a 6M, Wolverine 6M. So it's like a homegrown Wolverine. Very popular, and there are several on this world that you know of.
Oh, that thing's a beast. It's got a couple medium lasers extra on the normal model. It's solid, man.
You watch as it rises into the air on jump jets, and everyone else that's eating outside stops to look as the fire of a burning sun ejects itself out of the back of the mech as it rises, and then does like a twist in midair and waves to the kids with one of its laser arms before landing again.
It's got to be like a smattering of applause.
Yeah, but my question is, are the three of you impressed, or are you tired of this like show-off crap? And like, oh, anybody can jump a mech like that.
Yeah. William is super into mechs in general, so he's just like, oh, so cool. Do you know what kind of skill it takes to do that and not like land on your butt?
I'm impressed, but I want to play it off like I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, you're just like, you know.
Saw that yesterday.
One of the seniors approaches the three of you. Some members of the Duchy of Andurian have a strong Italian heritage. And this guy's name is Anthony, but not with a Y at the end, an I. And he pulls up to sit at your table, but he does a thing where he turns the seat around and sits down in it, and several people nearby gasp because this is against school rules. He has wild, curly black hair that has been, you know, pomaded into place, and he says, "Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing,
What's up,
Anthony?"
dog?
Yeah, I heard you guys were cool."
Be all right.
I also heard you were hardcore.
What do you need?
Me and some of the guys were gonna do some stuff after school, and I just thought, if you were hardcore enough, maybe you'd like to join us.
What stuff, man?
He leans in close so that no one else can hear, and he says, "We've got some cigarettes that I scored off of my older." He looks like this is the coolest thing you've ever been told, and you should be very impressed by him.
I think at this point, Bobbie and Robbie are both smoking and
That's
blowing smoke at him.
Wow. Wow. You guys are smoking at 14? Holy shit.
See, I was gonna say at the very least they've tried it, right? Like they snuck it somewhere. Corner store style, right? Like,
All right. He nods because he's super impressed, but the smell of the smoke is now rapidly crossing the open courtyard. What about you, William? Are you also smoking?
I'd say no, not currently, although he has tried it, right? Like he's, you know, cool enough to give it a shot, right? Like he's not trying to make people feel weird about it, but he's not specifically into it. And that's mostly because the first time he tried it, he hacked up his lung and just about like made himself look super uncool, right?
So he looks very impressed that two of you are smoking. He goes, okay, so it seems like you guys are cool enough to hang with the cool kids. Eat the lot after 5. We've got a whole pack. He stands up, he puts the chair back and he pushes it in place, and then he leaves, but he's got his left hand on his belt and his right hand is doing the swagger away to let people know that he's a cool dude. I think I got a little West Side Story in my high school.
Feels right. So reputation wise, do we know of Anthony? Is he that cool to us?
Oh, I mean, how cool is a kid who, leaves school early, stays out late? They say Anthony is the kind of kid who doesn't go to sleep until after 10 p.m.
Oh my God.
He also has the high score on the local mech simulator, which you were too young to get into because you got to be 16 years old before you're allowed to use it. So I don't know if that's cool to you or if he's just some lame poser.
I feel like he's not that cool to us if y'all are already on that same level. Although, I mean, maybe the mech simulator does put him on William's radar. You know what I mean?
Okay. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. School ends. The 3 of you all receive a page on your communication devices indicating that you need to go home immediately and pack a bag.
I'll look at the phone and what? Y'all get this? What's going on? Any other info on yours? Just says I gotta go home.
Just pack a bag.
All right. Where are we going?
I mean,
let's go grab those hoverboards.
Are you rebellious teens who don't answer when your family comes to calls you home? I feel like you guys have solidly established yourself in this sort of category, but I don't know if you guys are mama's boys.
No, I feel like it's not a rush to get home, right? Like anything that we were gonna do, we're gonna do anyway.
So what do you normally do after school?
Oh shoot! Well, there's got to be the path. We got the hoverboards, right? Like, so there's got to be some particular path we take back that includes some area with like jumps and things that we're going to be
like a skate park.
Yeah.
All right. So all the other kids that have skateboards look very impressed with your hoverboards, which are of course much more difficult to use and much more expensive, putting you in the elite tier of the locals. But let me ask you this: how skilled are the 3 of you at using your hoverboards?
Mediocre.
Mediocre. Okay, that's dangerous.
All right.
I don't know about the other 2.
Oh, I thought we did we had like a whole routine.
Maybe you're only good at going from home to school and back. You know what I mean? Like you only know that one course.
I only know the certain tricks that I know, and I can't do anything else.
There you go.
You do the ollie, and you're like,
I was gonna say William can kickflip, right? Like, yeah.
Now that is the most teenage thing I could think of. I'm not saying that you should be out here landing. What's Tony Hawk's move? The 1080 McTwist.
The 1080, yeah.
Yeah, but
we tell everyone that
exactly.
Yeah.
Talk ourselves up a lot.
Yeah. Next time I'm around, I'll do some more tricks that I know. I just wanted to practice my mastery of this one. The balance of my board was off.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple stumbles.
I must be low on ion recharge.
There you go. Bust out the technical jargon. Got to tune this thing up.
The 3 of you stay late at the skate park, impressing the locals, your contemporaries. As this is happening, you begin to hear air raid sirens across the town kick on. And then you notice flares in the slowly setting sun, darkening sky. Is it meteors? No, it's dropships, and they're getting bigger, and there are a dozen of them.
Yeah, so I feel like we all lock eyes and are like, "Oh shit,
Maybe we should have listened to that text.
we should get home."
You make your way home far late. The flower bed has been trampled on by giant mech feet. The compound is in disarray. Half of your family is packing themselves into a vehicle, and the other half are nowhere to be seen. When you are spotted, people begin shouting out, "It's the kids! It's the kids!" Somebody comes over to grab the three of you and stuff you into a van with your hoverboards and your backpacks, which appears to be the only thing you'll be taking with you to wherever you're going. As your panel van begins heading away, right before somebody manages to close the door, you can see that there are mechs jumping out of some of the landing dropships and jump jetting their way onto the ground. And you can already hear the boom of autocannons roaring and the splicing sound of a laser cracking through the air.
Billy, what kind of mechs are those?
Well, obviously, I rattle it off immediately.
Yeah, of course, it's a guillotine and a thunderbolt jumping out.
And do I recognize any insignias or color schemes or?
The side of the dropship seems to appear to be a Free Worlds League Mark military.
Oh shit, this is serious.
As the door closes, the three of you are left in the rattling silence of the van. There's only the driver, who is speaking rapidly in Italian. After about 10 minutes, he stops talking and he turns back and says, "Hey, are you guys all right?"
What? Have you heard from my parents?
Yeah, I have. They're out on what we're assuming are the front lines.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look, I need the three of you to remain very calm, but the planet is being invaded. I know this hasn't happened in your lifetime, but don't worry about it. It's happened before. The defenders are going to beat them back like they have every time. Okay? Just remember, Endurian is free. Say it with me. Endurian
is free.
Is free. Robbie, I don't know which one of you is which. Nothing?
Endurian is fucked. Look at that.
Young man? Language.
Oh, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
He says quietly and sarcastically under his breath, "But you're right." As the two of you are having this conversation, the driver snaps his head forward suddenly and swerves. I need all of you to make a roll real quick as you are thrown around in the van. You guys did put your seatbelts on, right?
I don't think so. I think I was
Ooh,
distracted.
that's a 12.
Okay, that's good.
I got a 3.
Oh no. How about you, Bobbie?
I got an 8.
Did you have your seatbelt on?
No.
Okay. Did you have your seatbelt on, William?
I mean, no, yeah.
I don't think we had time.
Did you say
Exactly.
no?
We
Yeah.
got
Which one
No,
is it?
no, we
Yeah
did
or
not.
No? Okay.
No, yeah means no in Midwestern.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
gets it.
No. So, you hit several side deploying airbags, and you're perfectly fine. Bobbie, you hit several airbags and then hit your head. You got a little trickle of blood, but you're otherwise fine. Robbie, you feel pain briefly, and then nothing because you're now unconscious.
There.
Oh. Yeah, I mean,
The
first
three
things
of
first, I'm
you-
scrambling to try to get out of the car.
You scramble to get out of the van, and as you look at what's happened, the van has rolled sideways. The driver appears to be slightly unconscious. He's like woozy, and you hear a sound like a paper bag being ripped, but 1,000 times stronger as you feel the impact of machine gun bullets rolling down the road from 10 meters away to right in front of the van. And as you turn to look out, there's a Phoenix Hawk pointed towards you, gesturing with one of its arms, saying, "Get out of the vehicle now."
Oh man. Yeah, so I'll start trying to pull the unconscious Robbie out and help as best I can.
We're like the three of
Bobbie, grab the driver.
The two of us are getting the third.
I like how you thought of the driver, and Bobbie immediately thought of Robbie. You managed to get all 4 people out with some struggle and a little confusion as to who's dragging who. The Phoenix Hawk has continued to walk closer, each step causing the ground to shake. The van is actually lifting several inches off the ground as each step, and you all are going with it. The mech stops and it extends its arms out wide as its legs turn out, and then one of its machine gun mounts points towards you, and the mech says, "Which one of you is William?"
Yeah, I step forward, like,
He's in the other van.
Does Bobbie grab me? Like, just stop.
I would like each of you to roll 2d6.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see who they believe.
Oh
no, William.
6.
I got an 8.
All right. As you attempt to deceive the pilot poorly, you see the machine gun mount begin to spin. Right? There's no bullets coming out of it, but it's revving at high speed. And the pilot says, "All of you, get in my hand. You're coming with me." As the mech leans down, and as it gets closer, you can see that the mech does have Free Worlds League regulars colors and captain's bars on its shoulders. As it... Now, we're talking the noise is like a Gundam, as it extends its hand towards you to pick you up.
I slip all 3 hoverboards into Billy's backpack.
That's a big fucking backpack. I'll let it happen, though, because I'm curious where this is going to go.
I'm ready.
You know where I'm
all of
going
you
with it,
getting
Ludemann.
Are all of you getting in the palm, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what other choice do we have, right? Like, this is a massive war machine
rebels.
with...
I mean, we're rebels.
Yeah, but so,
but we're
okay,
not
describe the
stupid.
surroundings. Is there any way we could get away? I can't see how,
there's
like, in an open
so
field, right?
Let me describe it. It's not an open field. It's a forest.
Okay.
It's not, so it only comes up to about the mech's elbows. So, it's not like a true light woods, but it's definitely like a arboreal forest type situation with a single interstate road, 1 lane on each side running through it.
Okay.
But are
You're
there
not that
Ewoks to
far
help
from
us?
the edge of the forest. However, Robbie is unconscious.
That's problematic. I don't see any way that we can get away with an unconscious person and make that happen. So it feels sort of like our hand is slightly forced here, because I don't think Bobbie or William would abandon Robbie in this situation.
Bobbie definitely will. But Bobbie's gonna slip 3 hoverboards on you so that
Yeah, looking for the
you
first
can ballast
opportunity.
out if you need to.
Absolutely. I feel like there must have been some, like, I don't know, extra supplies in the car, like a blanket or something it's wrapped in, or I don't know.
Oh, yeah, like an emergency flare and like a roadside blanket, all that stuff. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay. You all tuck yourselves into the mech's hand as it lifts you up. It doesn't grip, like you're not trapped in here, but you're now like 15 feet off the ground, so it would not be safe to jump off here. You do
Start
have
as
your
best I can
hoverboards.
trying to wake Robbie
Bobbie's
up.
also, throughout all of this, trying desperately to wake up Robbie.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'd say make a roll, and we'll see if you can do a little first aid here with the first aid kit in the car.
That's an 8.
All right. Robbie, you're awake, but you're dazed. You got that head pain. There's like you can't see out of one of your eyes. You don't think it's like permanent or anything, but it is a little scary.
What happened?
Well, you're in the hand of a mech.
Apparently,
As that happens, you all
Why?
are being jostled.
apparently
As the
this mech was after Billy, and now
What?
we're all stuck in it.
Why are we in its hand?
Because we're getting kidnapped
Pointed a
right now. That's what's
big-ass
happened. We're about to be
machine gun at us,
hostages.
and you were unconscious.
You should have just left.
We're gonna
Abandon
leave
you
you.
like that.
Should have just given me a piggyback ride.
hoverboard's
I
not
know
rated
you
for
don't
that
know
kind
as
of-
much about
Yeah.
mechs as Billy here, but I don't think I was gonna outrun
We
it
weren't
with
getting
you
away.
on my piggyback unconscious.
All of you remain quiet. No talking.
Okay, so I'll pull the blanket back just a little bit, let Robbie see the hoverboard, and just say, look for an opportunity.
This mech begins moving closer and closer to what you can only describe as a battlefield. And you can see very clearly your mother's hunchback fighting. Let me ask you, what is your dad pilot?
Oh, that's a good question. What I mean, it can't be great. I'm trying to remember Free Worlds League mechs in general. Probably
Awesome, Stalker, Wolverine,
mhm.
maybe captured Cataphract, perhaps.
Yeah. I mean, probably another medium. You know, if they're in, she's in the Hunchback, right?
Sure. I mean, Wolverine, this classic.
Wolverine
Yeah.
seems like the most obvious choice.
Two of them are fighting, and you can tell, based on the fact that everyone on the field just stopped shooting, that something is happening.
Is there enough of a distract? Is this person like that?
You can see him
has
in
a-
his cockpit. Like, the cockpit has not been attenuated or anything yet. You can see that he's talking, and he's physically gesturing with his body towards where the three of you are with the unconscious driver.
Oh, we brought the driver with us.
I hope so. Otherwise, that driver is going to just sit in the middle of a highway.
It's fine. He's fine. Oh man. Do we try to bail out here?
My
Is this the-
dudes, I think if we're gonna do something, we better do it now.
Let's roll. And
Okay. I would
do we
like
have
you-
anything in our backpack that we could help distract ourselves with?
I mean,
Can I shake up the soda I got earlier and spray the
Yeah.
cockpit
I
with it?
have a cool thing.
you do have
Oh,
a cool
yeah.
thing. What is that cool thing?
And my cool thing is a backpack full of fireworks.
That's
All right.
nice.
So good.
I love the idea that you go to spray the soda at the mech cockpit, and the spray doesn't get anywhere near the cockpit. You know, like there's not enough pressure, and the pilot
I mean,
turns.
like, I was gonna shake it and like chuck it, but yeah.
Okay. All right, it just uselessly bounces off of the cockpit.
Hits
As the
it.
pilot turns to look directly at you, he's suddenly caught off guard by a backpack of fireworks exploding as his eyes are looking directly at it. He goes, "Ah, my precious gamer eyes!" You guys have power of 2, so you'll get a +2 on this. You'll get a +1 again, Glimo, for your cool thing. And I'm just going to go ahead and give that +1 to everybody for the cool thing as a distraction. So go ahead and make your rolls. Hope you can get a 10 plus.
Wait,
Oh, the rollover.
Can we help the driver?
+3, so that's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we help the driver? Yeah.
How do you want to help the driver out, though? I mean, he's a full-grown adult male. You guys have kids hoverboards. You could divide the weight between two
gonna
people, like two.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
you could grab the legs, and the other could grab the torso, and you could tandem ride.
Bobby and Robbie under the each arm, and I'll grab the legs, and we're going.
Ah, yes, the trio, the most stable of all structures.
Exactly.
All right, give me some
So-
numbers
And,
here.
I got a 10. Oh yeah.
Oh my,
I'm good.
Okay, you tell me what you want to do, Cotton. It seemed like you were ready to do something.
I was gonna ask if I got the power of 2, but I got a 12
Yes.
on my dice.
Yeah,
so
you did. All right. All of you kick off of this mech's hand. The three of you falling together in an extremely dangerous, holding this guy 3 different ways. But somehow you manage to, like a cat, land at the same time without scraping your boards against the concrete floor and dash. Where are you going? Are you moving towards your parents' mechs and the defenders of Andurian? Or are
I
you
have one
running
quick
into the
question.
forest? Yeah?
Since I got like a 15, can I do my one cool trick that I know how to do when we
Yeah.
land?
What is it?
I don't know, any skateboard tricks? An ollie?
An
There you
ollie.
go.
Okay. As you land, you ollie, and it causes you to jump
Instinctively.
up. Yeah. And so like you one of this guy's shoulders like jerks sideways, and he like unconsciously goes, ugh.
Yeah, I feel like we got to head towards the forest, right? Because if we head towards the battlefield, that can't be good for anybody.
Sure, but the three of you trying to negotiate with this guy in a forest on hoverboards is going to be really dangerous.
That's fair. That's fair. Any thoughts, Bobbie and Robbie? I think you two are technically at the front.
I guess the tripod.
Where does
The
your
folks at
collective
home,
brain take
tripods
us?
are dangerously unstable.
I think
Especially
we gotta
hovering.
get this guy somewhere safe, and then he's on his own if he doesn't
I'm with
wake
you.
up.
Let's drop
I
him
don't-
somewhere.
I don't think we can outrun a mech, but maybe we can hide from one.
I feel that.
We're going to pull a hobbit here. You guys are going to hide in the knob of
Yeah.
a tree.
Exactly.
There's no need to make this roll. This guy's busy running a battle, and you quickly escape. It's now dark. You're all alone with 2 backpacks and an adult, unconscious male in a forest at night with no food or water. You actually threw away your 1 drink. What do you do? Man, this is
I mean,
the
we
perfect
probably
kids
know
on
this
bikes
area
right
pretty-
now. Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
well,
but it's dark
right?
though, right? Like it's at night. You know, even a place that you kind of know well, a forest at night. You know, you'll suddenly be distracted by something like, oh, were we already here? Is this the right way?
Damn it! I should have kept one of those sparklers.
Yeah. Well,
I think we have a flare,
used 'em
but I
well.
don't know if we should use it.
oh, we did have the road flare.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's true.
What else
Are
do we
we
have in
so
our backpacks, guys? Check them out.
Work, school books.
start scouring through? What does this driver have on him? Does he
What
have
did he
anything useful?
light his fireworks off with?
Oh yeah.
I
My
assume
my,
his-
my lighter from my cigarettes.
I want to
Yeah,
light some of our
right.
books
I
and
like
start
that,
a
yeah.
little fire that we can
There you go.
go around.
Oh wow, we're Treasure Islanding now. The 3 of you are standing over a fire of your textbooks. This is actually Lord of the Flies.
We haven't turned on each other. It's okay.
You have 1 blanket for the 4 of you.
Yeah. I feel like it's currently on the unconscious driver. And I would have checked his pockets or whatever. Does he have anything useful?
Sure, he's got a Swiss Army knife, a wallet with a lot of money in it. As far as you know, for you, like $20 is a lot of money. So,
What's his name? Does he have a driver's license?
Esteban Chavez. He does have a driver's license. He also has a mechs license as well to operate a mech on this planet because he's one of your family members.
we
Some
knew
photos
him?
of his kids.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he's one of the people who worked at your family's estate.
Okay.
He's probably like a distant uncle.
Yeah.
Several
Do we know his
generations.
children?
You guys are like the only children there.
You said that he had a picture of his kids.
Yeah, but they're not at the compound. No one knows we're there. Let me take it back. He doesn't have a photo of his kids because I already established you guys are the only ones there. Let me
Okay,
retcon that. There's no kids. I just like saying that whenever somebody's like, I look through the wall and I'm like, they have kids. It's my automatic instinct. No. But he does have a wife and probably like siblings and parents that he's got a photo with.
I mean, we'll definitely try to provide for first aid as much as possible. See if we can get him to wake up.
He definitely has a pack of cigarettes with 2 cigarettes left in it.
Oh.
And they are menthol lights.
Feel like 14-year-olds were all about menthol lights.
It was the cloves back when.
The natty light of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're alone together, as weird as that is to say, in a forest at night.
Do we hear like the sounds of battle still going on? Like what?
No, it ends after a while, but you still have the like owls and crickets and chirpings and wind noises. It's getting cold.
They never told us where they were taking us in initially, the driver, right?
That's correct. He was about to tell you right when everything started.
That's right. Do we try to go back to the compound? Do we, go peek out the edge of this forest, see what's going on with that battlefield, see if we won the day?
Is there anything on our communicators?
Oh,
Yeah. You check. Your communicators are still working. There's nothing on them right now, but you're still connected to the local net.
Okay. Well, shoot. I'm gonna give my mom a call, right?
So it takes like 6 or 7 rings, which is unusual because your mom normally answers after exactly 2. It's the amount of time it takes for her to immediately pull out her communicator. And she says, William, where are you?
We're in the forest.
Okay, I need you to come home immediately.
I'm not sure we know how to get there, but we will try.
You have your communicators, don't you?
Yeah.
Just pull up the local satellite.
Oh.
That to get home.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay. Now be safe, but make your way back as quickly as you can. Okay?
We got kidnapped. Did you?
Just know that I love you. And then she hangs up.
All right. Well, then I relay that and say, yeah, we're so dumb. We should have brought up the GPS.
Why is your mom talking like that?
Your kid's in the middle of battle.
That's a good question. She did seem a little weird. She took a long time to answer the phone. She told us to go back home, and they were trying to get us away from home. I don't know.
I want to call my mom.
Okay.
Do I have a mom?
Yes, of course you
Okay.
do. It almost goes to voicemail before Robbie and Bobbie's mom answers and says, "Oh, is this Robbie?
Yeah.
Okay, but can you come back to the compound?
Where are you at?
We're here at the compound. You should come home soon. Your father and I are waiting here for you, as is your great uncle Maximilian." So it should be noted that your great uncle Maximilian died several years ago.
Here we go. There's the
All right, we're on our way.
Okay, just know I love you and Bobbie very much. All right, okay, goodbye now, goodbye. And her voice is getting farther away as if someone has taken the phone from her.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna hang up and be like, we're not going back.
What do we do?
That's the bug out signal.
Yeah, that was a warning.
Where can we go? Look, if they're trying to lure us back there, somebody's captured, right? They've got them. So do we try to help them?
We could try.
We got hoverboards and cigarettes.
We've got an unconscious dude.
I feel like he might be on his own here. I don't know if we can.
I feel like
slowly
we're
waking up
responsible
now,
to
he
making
goes,
sure he doesn't die. Oh, he's fine now. Never mind.
Huh? Oh, by the way, your eye is cleared up now. You can see out of it again.
Okay.
Oh, good. I
he's
thought
up
I
and
was
he
going
goes,
blind.
Where are we?
We're in a forest.
Yeah.
Kidnapped. And our family seems like they have been captured.
Okay, look, if your family's been captured, I mean, that's basically it.
Got nothing?
What was the bug out plan?
I mean, the bug out plan was to get to your parents. Look, kids, I don't know how to tell you this, but you know how the Duchy of Andurian gained its freedom 9 years ago? You guys were pretty little then. But maybe you remember we changed all the flags when you were like 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to change all those flags back.
But they got our parents.
Yeah, they do. Your parents are the highest ranking members of the Defenders of Andurian. Look, and he sits up and he puts a hand on your shoulder, just like Stokowski. Maybe these adults all get it from the same book, and he says, "I'm sorry, kid. but we gotta go back. I don't know why they want you, but if they have your parents, it's over. They have the best mechs and the best pilots already down.
There's got to be something we can do. Andurian is free.
You're 14, William. You have a hoverboard and a backpack.
So we just give up?
We need to make sure that the
hoverboards.
three of you stay safe. You're kids, okay? You don't need to fight our wars for us.
It's ours
Right.
too, though.
Well, we got away from a mech, and we saved you.
And that's very
Doing
impressive.
pretty well.
But it sounds like the mechs have taken over. Look, I'm the adult here. It's time to do what I say. You see one of your phones. We need to figure out a way back home. Hand out authoritatively.
I dropped
Expect-
mine when we ran away.
Are you lying?
Of course,
Okay.
she called her mom. Or Robbie called his mom, I should say. Yeah, I'm not going to hand him mine for sure.
Bobbie?
Nope.
All right. This guy's getting upset, but he's an adult and you're children. So, look, I'm very disappointed in all of you. But, all right, let's go. And he just picks a direction and he says, I think that the road's that way. Pops the flare, and starts walking. The three of you know that that's the wrong direction. It's definitely going to lead him further into the forest.
You probably should go a different direction than that one.
How about we just let him go, and then we'll head to the spaceport.
What if he dies?
Well, I feel like that's on him, since he seems to want to turn us into those big mech people.
He's family.
He is a
Point him in the
distant
right
uncle of
direction and
ours.
we'll lose him. We'll point him in the right direction and we'll lose him.
So is the plan now catch up with him, point him in the right direction, and then use your hoverboards to escape him?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right. Several minutes later, as part of a, you know what? Several minutes in real time, but for us, it's not even a montage. It's just the three of you hover biking away from a flare, and you hear him go, "You damn kids! I'm in charge here!" You make your way to the spaceport. All of the lights in the city are out. The capital city is normally this for and again I want to emphasize, for you this is the only planet you've ever lived on, so for you the capital city seems like a gleaming super metropolis, whereas for us we know that it's only got a few million people and isn't really that big or technologically advanced. The only people you see are people watching from the window, and they look horrified to see you out this late at night. Lights in houses are being intermittently flicked off, especially as you go past. Occasionally, you do spot like someone wearing a Free Worlds League military uniform that's at least 20 years old with like a rifle standing out in the middle of the street. And this guy sees you coming and he's just like, "Hold up there, kids, there's a curfew. Stop right there." And you hear him do the bolt action on his rifle. And he
Duck
doesn't
down the nearest
point it-
alley.
Oh, okay. Make a roll to
Yeah.
lead the pack here. All right.
All right. Well,
So you
9.
do duck down an alley, but you hear him shouting, "This is 13 Abrams. I got curfew breakers at 12th and Johnston."
It chases on.
Guys are on the run. You make it to the spaceport. Everything is in lockdown. There's almost no personnel here. Like, there's no security guards here, but all of the bars are down. The chain link fences are closed. There's no way into the spaceport normally. That thing, have you guys seen the crocodile shredders before? They're like these bars that pop out of the ground and shred your tires if you're entering a restricted area the wrong way. Those are all turned on. They're just waiting for someone to apply pressure to it so that it will shred the tires.
Good thing we're on hoverboards.
Your hoverboard goes over it. It's probably going to set the pressure sensor off, and you're going to be hit with steel
That's not
blades.
good.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. Oh. So help me out here. The spaceport, is this where we think our parents are being held currently?
I don't know. You were told to go back to the compound.
We were.
The spaceport, you do see a bunch of dropships here, way more than normal. A lot of Free Worlds League Mark Eagles on them. A lot of purples. You also see a lot of purple bellies wandering around. So you know how when you're at like a great distance from someone in the darkness, you can see them very clearly where they're walking, but they definitely can't see you in the darkness? So you see a lot of Free Worlds League militiamen in the traditional purple armor with like a thick ammo pouch on the front of them, so they get called purple bellies. And they're all, I don't want to say they've got like rifles on their shoulders level of arrogant, but there's definitely a sense of looseness as if they've already taken control of the spaceport and no one could possibly stop them. Just walking around in the lights around each of the dropships.
What the hell do we do? There's no indication. Is there anywhere that looks like they might be holding people, right? Like
on the drop, I mean, any of these dropships could have people inside of them.
Yeah. Guys, I think we're.
Billy, you're not a fly dropship. We'll get off planet.
Shit, no, I ain't got that kind of skill.
Come on, man. You know mechs.
The three of you are suddenly bathed in light as a stealth helicopter has parked itself above you and is currently shining a light down on you. And as this happens, you hear the sound of police vehicles beginning to move into position. So like screeching of tires and like whoop, whoop, whoop. People begin getting out of the vehicles and they're like, get down on the ground now, all of you.
Shit, I ain't got no tricks up my sleeve. We're like surrounded, I assume, at this point.
Three directions. Yeah.
We should have stayed away.
Yeah, we should have. Yeah.
Bobbie, what about you? You've been pretty rebellious so far. Are you gonna obey authority right now?
I think Bobbie's out of moves. He used all his fireworks. I don't think his Taekwon leap is gonna help him.
Okay.
Yeah.
We cut to a scene slightly later. We know that it's deeper in the night because out of the window in the background, we can see that the moon is almost at the highest point. And someone wearing a Force Commander's outfit, so that's the Free Worlds League version of a major, is standing in front of just William. Young William, it's so good to meet you.
Wish I could say the same.
My name is Force Commander Stau. I want you to know that your parents are currently unharmed. We simply disabled their mechs, and they have been taken into custody. Your parents have been demoted and rolled into our military once again. I think you will find that the rank of Lieutenant Junior grade truly matches their level of capability. Do you know what a vord is, young William?
Heard the word.
What about hostage? Do you understand this word?
Yeah, I think that's what I am right now.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. But unlike everyone who's put their hand on your left shoulder, it's your right shoulder. So he's standing like past you, hand back on your shoulder, looking down at you condescendingly, and he goes, good, good. So you understand the situation now. For the next few years until you are 18, I will be raising you personally. Just to ensure your parents' good behavior, but don't worry. I am an excellent mech warrior, and I will train you to be a loyal Free Worlds League mech warrior, just like your parents will be.
Can I see him?
Of course, young William. You can see them as much as you want. You will all be staying in the same education camp together. While we work on making sure that you have the right values. Pats you on the shoulder instead of just clamping his arm on it. And he says, Don't worry, young man. You have been deceived by the greed of your government's worst members, but you are now home again in the Free Worlds League, and now the Captain General Marek will be looking out for you, and I am his right-hand man here. I'll look after you as if you were my own son.
I ain't, so just keep that in mind.
Good, good, good. He hands you a book and says, "Here, you should read this. It will remind you of the true values of a Free World League citizen. And we'll expect a book report on it by the end of the week, son.
Serious.
You can go see your parents now."
What's the book?
It literally is just like the like laws and structure of the Free Worlds League.
Oh my god.
You know, it's like reading a copy of the Constitution.
Uh-huh. As dry as can be.
That's it. That's the end. This is the end of the Duchy of Andurian, the Defenders of Andurian. This is the kids on a bike version of Battletech. I don't know. Was it good? You tell me, audience. I did what I could. I thought we would have to break this up into 2 episodes, but thing went lightning fast. You never even had to use your "my dad can beat up your dad" ability.
I know. I didn't read it until after that confrontation with that kid at the beginning. Or at least I was like, oh no. I could have beat him immediately.
I mean, you still beat him. Beat him real good.
I appreciate Bobbie and Robbie backing me up on that one. That's why I brought them to Solaris with me, obviously.
Obviously. Well, let's talk about who we are and where you can find us. Let's start with you, William. Sorry, young William.
Young William, yeah. At Ludemann on the Discord, you can find me there. That's pretty much, my major online presence here with this type of thing, and also on Solaris Nights, playing this character, William the Hillbilly Schmidt.
But as an adult, not as a kid on a hoverboard.
That's right.
I want to see William hoverboarding on Solaris Nights now.
Oh yeah.
Glimo, who are you?
Who knows? I'm Glimo. You can find me on Arthur's Discord. You can see me on Solaris Nights. And probably in November will maybe be Cyberpunk Red.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Cottontailed. It's been forever since I've seen you.
Yeah, it actually has.
I know. What's going on with you? Where can people find you?
I think you can only find me on Ranch Simulator when it comes out on YouTube. You can hear my voice. That's about it.
You and Pondo aren't doing anything?
I mean,
No?
I've got a Discord, but we don't do anything like video-wise.
Yeah. But hey, look, people are starving for content. You know? Some people love that play-by-post stuff. Not me.
Oh yeah, we have a play-by-post on Discord. If you guys want to join, you can. It's airship town building D&D 5e thing.
That sounds amazing. If I hadn't been burned out of play-by-post, I would play that. If you're watching this video, you probably know who I am and where to find me. So I won't elucidate any more on myself. There are 2 episodes of the first season of Cattletech left. Hope that you will watch them soon. Have a good time zone. That one's just for you, Zonalar. That one's just for you.